The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, a homicide investigation is underway in Richland after police responded to a fight early Saturday morning that ended with a man dead with gunshot wounds. It's unclear, though, if an arrest has been made. We'll fill you in. Plus, an Ellensburg man will spend the next few years behind bars after pleading guilty to drug charges. According to police, he sold drugs, including some counterfeit ones, to undercover officers in the spring. His trial just wrapping up. And multiple schools across the Yakima district are looking to raise funds for their band programs following budget cuts. We'll catch up with a band teacher and a finance official with the district. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
Hey, Jefferson, in the world of weather, we had quite a bit of wind over the weekend, and even some more of that wind's kind of lingering around this morning. I could feel my car getting blown around a little bit on the road driving in this morning.
Sure, yeah, and it's going to be a bit of a breezy day, but that is just going to be the least of our concerns going forward. We have a very active week of weather coming our way. Rain, mountain snow, maybe some snow in the Kittitas Valley as we go into Tuesday night, and this is going to be a prolonged kind of wet weather event as we do go Tuesday through the end of the work week. So today's breezy winds, again, just kind of the least of our concerns. As we wake up this morning in the Tri-Cities, though, it is a bit of a breezy one out there. We are seeing gusts up to around 25 miles an hour right now, and we will continue to see those gusts up to around 25 miles an hour or so as we do go throughout the course of the day. It is going to be a primarily dry weather day, though. It's 43 degrees in the Tri-Cities at this point. Here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. Outside of the gusty winds, we are going to see a bit of a break in the weather scenario for this Monday. The active weather will really start ramping up as we go into Tuesday evening, with wind, snow, and rain all continuing from Tuesday through the end of the work week and potentially into the weekend. We'll talk more about all three of these weather headlines coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. Police are investigating a homicide after they say a fight broke out in Richland. They were called to the Uptown at around 4:15 Saturday morning. When they arrived, they found 36-year-old Michael Perkins with multiple gunshot wounds. Despite life-saving measures, he died from his injuries. Police say a group was gathered in an alleyway when Perkins got in a confrontation with another man. The suspect shot Perkins and fled the scene. So far, it's unclear if anyone has been arrested. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. An Ellensburg man has now received his sentence for selling drugs to undercover police informant. 38-year-old Roberto Angel Sanchez will be spending the next 5 years in prison. He's currently at the Washington Correction Center in Shelton. He was arrested after selling methamphetamine and counterfeit oxycodone pills containing fentanyl to two undercover police informants in two separate transactions, one in March for illegal drugs and one in April for the counterfeit pills. He pled guilty to 5 charges of delivery of meth, fentanyl, and counterfeit controlled substance after a plea agreement was made with prosecutors. And a Yakima County man is being reunited with his furry friend thanks to animal control officers. Take a look at this photo on your screen. It includes the 15-year-old dog. Deputies with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office say he was attacked by a pack of 7 dogs and suffered multiple injuries. His owner wasn't able to pay for vet services and surrendered him to the Sheriff's Office. However, animal control officers paid the bill and gave him back to his owner. Firefighters in Sunnyside were called to a Dairy Gold plant for reports of a structure fire Saturday morning. They say an investigation determined the fire was isolated to a high-level sensor on top of a silo and was put out on arrival. No other damage was reported, and there were no injuries from that fire. And finally, switching gears this morning, multiple schools in the Yakima district are fundraising for their band programs following budget cuts from the Yakima School District. KIMA's Austin Peppers spoke to one of those schools as well as the Yakima School District and shares the details.
Davis High School band boosters have been fundraising for the band program following the 2024-2025 budget cuts from the Yakima School District.
We were told by our band director that there was a $10,000 cut in his budget. He uses his budget throughout the year for many different areas of the band, not just marching band, and for the budget to survive the entire calendar year, we needed to step up as the band booster organization and help.
He wanted them to fund for their last marching band competition at Washington State University, which they would take first place in prelims and second place overall. Dove says one of the biggest things they fundraise for is food to feed the band.
We feed about 4,000 meals throughout the school year. All of that is funded by the boosters.
I spoke with Yakima School District, who says in the last budget reduction, the district reduced their operating budget by 6.1%.
During that time period, though, we did make some minor reductions to band funding, approximately $28,000.
But it appears that combining the funding numbers with previous school years still shows an overall increase since before COVID.
During the same time period, if you look at our funding for band from 2021-22 and the pandemic to current, it's still up 2.4 times or 240% what it was pre-pandemic.
Regardless, Yakima School District does plan to help out.
And we plan on, and if we haven't already, to work with the booster clubs on selling the surplus seats for the recently renovated Davis Auditorium, which should provide some additional funding to those arts programs.
Reporting in Yakima, Austin Peppers, Action News.
KIMA's Austin Peppers, thank you. And Eisenhower High School is also doing fundraising for their band program. The Yakima School District has provided graphs regarding the funding. Those and more information will be available up on our website, KIMATV.com. And with that, let's jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan. Jefferson, you were saying just a few minutes ago that the wind is really not the big story for today. What is the big story today, and as we head on into the rest of the work week?
Well, I would just say for today, probably the wind is the big story, but today is not the big story of the week in general. In fact, throughout the course of the morning, we're just going to kind of breeze right by today and talk about what's to come later in the week, because it is Tuesday through Friday that we are going to see the most active weather period that we have seen in quite a long time. For today, it is going to be a bit breezy, winds gusting between 25 and 30 miles an hour. Many of us are seeing that this morning. Temperatures are going to be somewhere in the mid-40s to low 50s. A few isolated showers along the Blue Mountains. The Cascades will be picking up snowfall, but for the most part, most of us are going to be escaping with a fairly typical November type of day. It is as we go Tuesday through Friday that a more vigorous storm system is going to take aim at the entire Pacific Northwest. We will talk impacts of that one coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:07. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, a major development in the case against the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students in Moscow 2 years ago. In court, the suspect's team says a police officer lied or knowingly withheld information from a judge. It was in regards to a search warrant, and the defense team hopes to toss a list of evidence. We'll share some of that list in about 2 minutes. But law enforcement advocates are also pushing for changes in Washington state law that stops officers from speaking with juveniles during investigations. Just this weekend, 3 boys police believe to have been involved in a triple fatal crash had to be let go without being questioned. We'll have more details on that on the other side of the break. But later in the show, President Biden approving Ukraine's use of America's long-range missiles in its war with Russia. They'll be aiming inside the provoking country. And Ukrainian President Zelensky breaking the news in an evening address. We'll be right back.